This isn't going to be my typical vlog where I go to one job and show you everything behind the scenes. This is going to have multiple gigs, completely unrelated, but I think they're pretty cool. Some of my personal endeavors, and just showing more and more what a freelance videographer's life is like, and specifically for me, someone who's trying to become more entrepreneurial and be able to have more pillars than just my day rate. I want to hold my next Orlando Filmmaker meetup at this artsy theater, so let's see how this goes. Okay, well, we got an email address, so that's better than nothing, but I'm trying to host the event next week, so it would be extremely fast execution. I hope it works. As always, I don't know golfing, but I heard these are two very important figures in the space. Jack Nicklaus, the winningest golfer of all time, and then I forgot Buddy on the left. I know JT is something like that. Simple crew, 3 people, so that's another cam op. He's on a Sony a7 IV, I believe. There's also an FX6. We have Marco on sound. Love working with him. I've been able to plug him into a couple of gigs whenever I get asked for a sound guy, a local sound guy. And then I'm on the A cam, which is just the wide. So the other 2 cameras are a 2-shot and then a single shot that moves between whoever is talking. And just smooth operation. I really liked how good this worked out. I think we just had 2 lights on soft boxes and 1 rim light, which didn't do too much, but just trying to polish it up a bit. So we do the announcement, get some words from those 2 guys who are launching their own golf course. And then I see this interview setup out there. And then we get ready for the ribbon cutting. So that's a FX9 with the 17-120. That was not part of our crew. I'm not sure who that was. But they're going to go over there, cut the ribbons. And then basically we follow them as they play the course. They started at hole 7. But we went all the way around, filmed the entire day, and then had a beautiful sunset. They had a VIP party, but really fun gig. And I'm trying to see if I can collab my Orlando Filmmaker meetup with the Art of Documentary, and we can have a big event, because I know a lot of new people in AOD are trying to get a physical meetup. So that's what I'm trying to achieve. Like I said, if anybody has a contact with the Enzian, please let me know, because this is coming up extremely fast and I would like for it to work. But I will say thank you so much to anyone who's ever attended one of my meetups, because I'm giving those pictures of those meetups as proof of concept that I can bring a crowd. And it's all part of a journey, and I'm hoping I can achieve this step and we can kind of grow the Central Florida scene of cinematographers. Doing some more personal networking today. There's another Orlando YouTuber who has been putting out consistent videos just like me, and so might as well meet up and actually get to have a chat with someone who is in the middle of the YouTube grind and trying to make it better and better. So this is my favorite little cafe in downtown Great Harvest. It's only a couple steps away from my apartment, and this is actually where I had my first Orlando Filmmaker meetup. So I love bringing people here when I just want to talk, and that's what we did. I think like 2 hours passed by extremely fast, and we just barely scratched the surface of, what do we want to do with our channel? Where can we go? What are the benefits? And he had a phone call in the middle of it where he landed a let's put it as a much desired retainer that could lead to some big opportunities in the future. So stoked for him for that. Just fun meeting another freelancer who's kind of bouncing around all over the place just like me. Hey, that is so dope, just getting to talk with people who are in the same game as me and trying to figure it out. That is the fun part, just sharing strategies, sharing ideas. So that's the whole point of the Filmmaker meetups. I hope this next one happens really soon, but if anybody's interested in joining, that's essentially the sharing of information, networking, all that stuff. That's what the Orlando Filmmaker meetup's about. That was an extremely long rig breakdown video, basically going through every single bolt. I'm talking about cable management holders, wires, why I chose right angle. The entire thing is broken down. I'm happy about it because this is a very functional rig, and I know a lot of people could benefit from it. So That is up now, maybe? Link in the corner. 3, 2, 1.
Okay. This guy can read it.
Then I had a 4-day shoot in West Palm Beach. It was nice, got put up in a hotel, and it was very simple setups, but extremely fast motion between setups. So we had this green screen lying up. I came in the night before because there wasn't enough setup time before. I just kind of included that in the cost. And I didn't have to get the green screen. I've never done a green screen myself. I've shot on green screen, but this was the first time me making it. So there's a couple tweaks that we had to work with, but overall we did get it. And then we had to transition outside. So it was kind of tough because we always had to have battery power on the lights, which really making me want a battery powered system. And I rented a 300D for this one. Actually borrowed a 300D from my buddy, rented a 600D, I think, or X. I'm not sure which one I got. Anyways, I think I would rather just have a V-mount powered LED panel. I think that would be kind of like a nice middle ground, and I found one that has extremely ridiculous output, and it's bicolor, and it's on sale for $300 off right now. I am very tempted to pick that up and just have a light without a ballast that can take a V-mount, so I'll be even more nimble to be able to move around. But this was the 300D Light Dome 2 that I borrowed from my buddy Adam, and then we had a lens-mounted teleprompter, bouncing that 600 off the top for the previous setup, and that was it. Okay, no context, but just follow these numbers. If you think you could provide someone $100 worth of value on an e-course, I think I could. I think I've given a lot more than $100 worth of value for my 100 vlogs. And you could charge $100 for it, and in the first year, you converted 250 sales. These are completely possible numbers for me, and maybe for you. You would make $25,000 in that year. So throughout that year, whatever platform you're on, you grow, and there's more awareness of your product, and the next year you make 500 sales. That's an extra $50,000. And same thing, people learn about you, you're even bigger. Third year, you convert 1,000 people at $100 each, and in 3 years you have made aggregately $175,000. Now that number to me is, I can't really wrap my head around that. I don't know what my life would do with that amount of money, but I do know I could provide that value to people, and that is something that I talk about frequently with other people who are in this industry, and is something possibly that will happen in the future. Can I provide value to my audience? Yes, I can. Well, this is cool. Basically, Enzian Tech wants me to pick some of their products and promote it. I'm not really someone who uses a lot of the products that they're offering. I am okay with some affiliate programs. I do one for the art of documentary, but this just isn't it. And I want to keep my selling to the audience as like authentic as possible. So not this one, gonna skip it. I skip 99% of the ones that come through my inbox, but it is cool that they noticed me. Good news, I just talked with AOD. It sounds like everything's good. I'm helping them organizing this entire Orlando event, and then the benefit that it gives me as I'm the organizer, or I'm just the person who's like making things happen in this area, is extremely beneficial to me. So this, unpaid partnership with AOD, who is in fact taking care of the rental fee of this theater because it is a expensive theater. This is a very symbiotic relationship, and I love it because as I grow, and I'm very small right now, I become a value to other people, to other companies with affiliate links, or to AOD by being able to orchestrate something in a different country than they are. Action brings action. The more I put into it, the more I get out of it. So, like I always emphasize, if you want to start your digital presence, the social awareness that you are alive, hireable, skilled. I recommend going onto a platform, YouTube, podcasting, TikTok, Instagram, whatever, and just start planting seeds now, because mine are like starting to sprout and it feels really good. So what about, instead of a camera gear sponsor, I could get like a meal prep sponsor, and then they could just give me free food and I could market it as I'm always traveling for freelancing. That would be so much more valuable than a lens. Dropbox, what are you doing? You're penalizing me for using your product. So a couple months ago, I had asked if people want to be an editor for Combat Night, which is the MMA promotion that I film for. Send me your submissions, and we got 3 editors, and we are in the process of onboarding them right now. I have a 2 terabyte limit. I uploaded a little bit over a terabyte. Send it to the editors, and then I get an email immediately back that says your account has been banned for 24 hours for sharing more than 1 terabyte, which is half of my capacity. So I chatted with Dropbox, said, what is this? And they said, yeah, you can download as much as you want, but if you have a 2 terabyte account, you can only upload 1 terabyte per day. We're putting you on a ban for 24 hours. It makes no sense. So moving on from that nonsense, I'm glad that I can get some good work in with these editors and be able to provide them some jobs. So I hope that continues well. But what I'm realizing is, with my channel, not only am I giving out value, but I can also aggregate talent in the sense of bringing in these skilled editors, but also bring in talent for the sake of discussion. And I have a very new idea, proposal of something I want to implement in the future. I don't have it fleshed out yet, but I did tease it on my Instagram and got a great response, and I didn't even mention anything about pricing. So that will come in the future. I just need to give it some structure, but it's always fun to have like new projects to work on. More on the cart diaries. I finally have made headway. So you guys know I use this Olympia cart. It's plastic, it's cheap, it folds, it fits into a tiny car, it has 3 levels, it's great. When I tried upgrading the casters to something bigger and softer, it ended up reducing stability, and so I'm in a position where I kind of want to upgrade, but I don't want to get an innovative cart that is 100 pounds and $3,000 to $4,000 and more effort than it is help. That's where this one really comes in handy, but I have found a middle ground, and that is with Adicam, which is basically the innovative of Europe. And I've been emailing them and actually having a one-on-one conversation with the CEO, negotiating what I can do by showing my audience something that could potentially solve my problems. We went back and forth. I got a discount. It wasn't enough of a discount for it to be worth it to me. B&H just had a sale, which was actually a better deal. And so I'm just going to go with that. And what that allows me to do is I will have a new cart shipped directly to me, not from overseas, because they're based out of Poland or somewhere. And the only thing is in order for the discount to work, I have to buy it tonight by 11:59 p.m. So I'm wrestling right now with, if I want to spend with the discount, it would be around $1,200. If that will solve that issue, I don't know, but I have a feeling this would be really, really nice to have. It could be more of a headache. I don't know. But $1,200 is almost enough to, small enough amount to almost test it. Whereas I'm not spending $3,000, $4,000 on an innovative cart, but this might be the Goldilocks. Today is a really good day. My girlfriend's getting a new car, and I just got final confirmation that the AOD/David Orlando Filmmaker Meetup event is happening. Details are right here. I am so pumped, and I'm hoping a lot of people from Central Florida, South Florida, any new AOD members, old AOD members, come to this event, because it's going to be a fun screening of the One Day Doc Festival films, the winners, and we get to vote at the end, and my networking party right after. So should be a lot of good connection.